Hello, beautiful viewers down south throughout the cosmos. Prepare to indulge in experiencing sheer bliss, because today another riveting, stellar, captivating unboxing video is about to be brought to fruition. What item will I be unboxing? What item will I be opening? Without further delay, without further ado, let me elicit the box. What tangible item is encompassed inside this hefty, bulky box? Let's find out. Bear with me. It will only take me billions of picoseconds to extract the item from the box. I have drawn forth an envelope. I'm going to ravage it. I'm going to sever it. I'm going to compromise the integrity of the packaging. Let's penetrate through the envelope and let me render the contents of the packaging transparent for you to feast your eyes on. Figurine is engulfed in newspaper, which obfuscates his appearance. The bag he came packaged in safeguarded him amid the shipping process. Already I am agitated. Who is this warrior, you may ask? This is Traximus from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles series. He's derived from the Playmates Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles action figure line. He was likely manufactured in 2004, perhaps produced in the middle of 2004. I shouldn't make arbitrary assumptions. You could verify the date it was produced for yourself. But I owned him in the past. I possessed him, yet he never saw the light of day since I never opened him. And when I had to relinquish my action figure collection, he remained one of the ample figurines that was unopened. I couldn't afford a storage unit to house all my action figures in, so I was forced to relinquish them, but that's a story for another day. However, I repurchased this figurine and I'm opening him for the first time. I received him open, and I'm disappointed by the fact that his joints are all loose. He looks relatively wobbly and flimsy. His integrity shouldn't be contingent on being held together by a string or a series of strings that course through his plastic limbs. I mean, this is just abysmal that he's like this. Playmates cuscos in a multitude of ways. This is one of them. Strings shouldn't be utilized to hold action figures together. Their joints should be tight. Their joints should be solidified. So this figurine's defective. The seller said that the joints are loose, so it is kind of a problem, but I suppose that you could super glue him and pre-pose him. But this is a major burden. He is in nearly pristine condition despite his salient flaws. He's wobbly, but maybe I can rectify him with the aid of some super glue. But presuming he was whole or not loose, he would quite be an extraordinary figurine. His wrists and swivel. His ankle has some articulation. Can he perform the ankle pivot? It seems as though he can. He's very nimble as a result of having a string course through his plastic body parts. His appendages are safeguarded by armor. He has a wrist guard, apparently. Is this considered a gauntlet? Who knows? I doubt it is. He wields an armament. He has knee guards. He just has quality aesthetics. He has a helmet that can be removed. You can neglect to utilize it. Personally, I prefer to see him with a helmet equipped. He looks more mysterious. This figurine is a representation of an audacious warrior that has a temerity to charge in the fray of battle without showcasing any trepidation. He's a Triceraton. He has peg holes inserted into the bottom of his feet, so you can place him on a stand. If you mount him to a stand, then it's not very noticeable that his joints are extremely loose. From a distance, you couldn't tell that the string holds together the majority of his joints. But if you experiment with his body parts, if you rotate them, if you stretch them out, then you can clearly see that this figurine is defective. So, does he merit the $10 asking price? Well, he's practically unscathed. In conjunction with being practically unscathed, he's quite a stellar figurine. Traximus is a stoic, valiant, noble warrior. He's heroic. However, I just detest the fact that he's held together by a string and that his integrity has been compromised. When I owned him in the past, I may have procured him in a double pack where he would have costed under $4.50, but for $10 he did not merit the asking price. I was unaware that he was this flimsy, but what can you expect when you manufacture action figures that are held together by a series of strings rather than ball joints? So it is disappointing the way he's designed. However, if you can get over that fact, he's quite an extraordinary figure. And if the strings within your Traximus have not become loose, then this figurine has more intrinsic value. However, if they have become loose, it compromises the integrity of the figure, and it undermines the figurine and renders him less valuable. So for $10, I have to give this figurine Spirit of 10. It coincides well with the 5-inch action figure scale. He stands roughly 5 inches tall. He can blend in well with the 6-inch action figure scale. He may only be an inch shorter than his 6-inch counterparts, but the fact that he's held together by a string really agitates me, and the fact that his articulation is very finite is a deterrent. To purchase feature figurines, part of this action figure line. Well, I made a blunder. Let me revamp that, let me rectify that, let me remedy that. The fact that he's comprised of a series of strings is a deterrent for me to want to purchase action figures derived from the same action figure line. That sounded a bit better. But yeah, I'm just overall not gratified. I'm going to try to repair him to the best of my ability, but I doubt that I can remedy the situation. It is what it is. He has succumbed to the repercussions of poor craftsmanship. But if you can get over all that, his paint applications, textures, aesthetic shadings, hues, most certainly a merit. And I love the idea that this figurine is in nearly pristine condition. I opted to purchase him over a slightly more expensive, nearly homogeneous version of him that was not as flimsy. Well, this action figure is a bit inept, but if you could get over that and look past his drawbacks, then he may appease you. But I hope that yours is not loose. I hope yours isn't ravaged. I hope that yours is in mint condition. I hope that yours is not marred with scratches. I hope that yours is in better condition than mine. I hope that you reap maximum value out of your action figures and not succumb to their flaws. And let me revamp that. I hope that you reap maximum value out of your action figures and do not succumb to having your action figures become decimated, marred with scratches, and devalued. That's all. I'm done rectifying myself. I'm done refining my aforementioned statements. I'm not writing an essay here. This is just supposed to be an unboxing video, but it has transcended to another level beyond a simple unboxing video. Obviously I purchased them used. I used to own them new in the past. The irony is I paid more to procure them used, but if you can't afford a storage unit, you can't afford a storage unit, which causes you to relinquish your personal assets. So that's the story for another day. But for now I'll just see if I can flaunt him on my shelf. And if I pose him, maybe his flaws are not as noticeable. it's arduous to discern that he's loose from a distance, especially when gravity holds them together. So I'm done with this video. I hope that you found this video to be insightful and enthralling as well as captivating. Have a wonderful, marvelous day. Goodbye.